why, dude, you're in the middle of the road. I recovered 3 people without blocking traffic. We're a little dug in.
It's worse than before.
Are you trying to get up that hill or you
TRX is doing it by itself while he's stuck.
Dude, rewatching this video on the family channel was so freaking funny. Training with Brendan Allen, who fights in the UFC. Training, not really, having a fun day, but and doing my best, but it was hilarious. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out, and as always, check out the family channel if you'd like. Now, we don't sit there and watch our own uploads over and over again, although sometimes we do because it's really cool to look back on trips. It's actually awesome to have a catalog of like your whole life. I'm glad Gina does that, but we don't normally watch them. The logic is we put them on for the girls because they can watch them and hear us, and we think they like that, or maybe they find it really annoying and they're sick of us. I don't know, I hope they like it. But good morning and welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope y'all are having a great 2024. So far, it's going to be an amazing year. I can feel it already. It's going to be an amazing year, and we are starting off with an amazing week. I bought a new supercar, and I don't want to give it away, but give away too much, but it's insane. Like all of my other fast cars, the C7, the C6, the Viper, all pretty close in speed, like overall. This new car is a big step up, like faster by a pretty good margin, I'll say that. But before we get into the car content, we gotta cover the truck stuff because the TRX was once again the hero of the day, the hero at the wedding, the hero in Colorado, and now the hero of Snowstorm 2024 here. It was truly unreal. Do you think a TRX, a baby little 1500 truck, by the way, the TRX is still here because the Denali is getting built. The storm kind of held things up for a little bit, but do you think this truck could pull a fully loaded, we're talking 70,000 pounds or more, a fully loaded semi-truck out of a ditch? Let's find out. Okay, and the camera is good now. The day started off a little weird because the truck was actually in the garage. The Lambo is in service and the Mustang is outside, which I feel bad about, but it's a Mustang, so in the pecking order of vehicles I have, it goes outside. Now, the logic with the Ram being in here was if the truck is inside, yes, we are going to drive it outside, but we can get in all bundled up and we don't have to walk outside, and then I don't have to clean the truck off. So that worked out, and it does fit. It's very tight, but she fits in, and the reason why this truck fits when the other ones didn't is because it doesn't have the ram bars. So width-wise, it's good no matter what, but height-wise, if it has the ram bar, it's only cleared by about 2 inches. And with the ram bar, and 2 inches is a lot, okay, guys? And with the ram bar on, it does not fit in, it will hit the roof. So without the ram bar, she's good. We got in the truck, and the first stop was going to the farm with the dogs and the family. We decided to let them have a little fun over at the farm, and they really enjoyed it. On the way, there was one car that I thought might get stuck. He had a Florida plate on. That was a red flag, but he did make it up. It took him a while. He tried to go up a big hill with no speed, no momentum, but he did eventually make it up, so I didn't have to help him. After the farm, we decided to go out and look for people, and the one thing that really struck us both was there were a lot of people out, a lot of people. Not as many as normal, but not far off either. And then we came across at a big intersection called Chambers Hill Road, Chambers Hill and 322. There was one lady in a Malibu, I believe, who didn't need help, but I thought she might. So I got out and said, you know, look, if you take off traction control, try that. She didn't know how to turn it off. I turned it off and she did get going then, so that was okay. And then we decided to go to Walmart. We figured we would look at the places that were open, right? So on the way to Walmart, there was an accident right in front of us where this Jeep plowed into the back of a Mini Cooper. And the poor older guy in the Mini, I mean, it looked like it hurt. I've been in some, not accidents, but I've been in like, you know, jumps and stuff. And those impacts are big. And I'm a younger guy. This guy was older in a Mini. So he said he was hurt pretty bad. The guy in the Jeep was like mad at him, but hey man, you gotta leave space. So they were okay and cleared out. And then there was one Nissan, I believe a Nissan Versa or Maxima stuck on the hill, I think it was. And he couldn't go anywhere, he tried. I usually try to let them do it, before I hook up, just in case, you know, anything happens with my trucks or my truck or whatever, but they were stuck, so I hooked up to them. I think this was the first tow of the day, pulled them out away, had to pull them up a little bit, and then they were going towards the Mini again.
Wait, babe, babe. I'm yelling as if he can hear me.
The poor old guy in the Mini was terrified, I'm sure, because he just got hit, and now I'm dragging a Nissan towards him, but I reattached and got them out of the way. And then we continued on to Walmart. Walmart turned out to be a honey hole, boys, a honey hole of people getting stuck. Mainly it was just a lot of like bald tires. That was pretty much it. And to be fair, most of the time people don't notice that, but in the snow that really makes a big difference. So we saved like, I don't know, 3 or 4 people at the Walmart. There was a Buick, some other car. I mean, a lot of people at the Walmart, and it was just a crap show. I mean, people beeping, people mad, people stuck. It was like just a disaster overall, but I pulled a bunch of people up. One guy knew me. And after Walmart, I said, all right, well, let's get going. And that was only, by the way, we were there for like 20 minutes and there were that many people getting stuck. So that was not me like camping there for hours waiting. I can only imagine how bad it was all day. But we decided to keep going. I like doing it, it's fun. I like the content. But also, you know, I try to save people money because now this guy could be doing it just to be nice, but he's probably charging him money, I would imagine. And this poor guy is gonna get towed and it's gonna be a bunch of cash. He's off at me, I don't know why, dude, you're in the middle of the road. I recovered 3 people without blocking traffic, but he's got the cool lights. Yeah, I shouldn't be hard on that guy, but he didn't look very happy.
No, it was a very dirty look.
Yeah, very dirty look. And this is my road to travel on, so yeah, but I try to save people money too, because I'm guessing that guy's not doing it for free, and it's a whole operation. You gotta come out here and wait for the truck. I get people unstuck 2 minutes and then they're on their way. And then we ran into a BRZ that was stuck, got him out. That's one win for the truck guys over the Subaru guys, although I know that's not an all-wheel drive Subaru. Okay, I get that, so it's not really fair, but it did feel good to tow a Subaru. Pulled him up, and then we ran into another car on a big hill, another big hill. We have a lot of hills around here, actually, when you think about it. And he was stuck. He actually is a sales guy at where I get my Ram serviced, and he recognized the truck. So got him pulled up to his area where he lived, and then that was pretty much it. But a lot of people, this was all in the span from like noon to like 3 to 4 o'clock. So this was, again, not very long. It was pretty bad. And the hills just get people, you know, especially if you can't get a running start, the hills are brutal. So then I decided, all right, let's go look at some other places. Let's go up to the truck stops and see. Well, the truck stops were a honey hole on their own. There was an 18-wheeler jackknifed off the highway. I mean, it was just a crazy day. I don't know if people didn't believe the weather reports because, well, they are wrong, to be fair, a lot. It really was like pretty bad conditions. And just a lot of people out there. So there was a truck that we saw at the truck stop that appeared to be pretty stuck. And we drove up to investigate. And sure enough, this guy was stuck bad. He had a fully loaded 18-wheeler where he was trying to get to the scale. And I guess he didn't see, because of the snow, he couldn't see where the curb was. So he drove over the curb into like a 2-foot ditch. So he had half the tractor in this ditch, fully loaded, bad. As much as I love my Rex, without a kinetic rope, it's gonna be tough.
Fully loaded?
That's a lot of weight.
I'm scared.
The baby Rex is only 7,000 pounds. This is probably like insane. It's probably like 60,000.
sliced that somehow. I don't know how. There must be something sharp under there.
No, it's just the force. I think it's fully loaded. 60,000 pounds.
Yeah, but imagine what you yanked on these and they've never sliced.
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever had weight like that, dude. That's insane weight.
Did he say it moved?
Yeah, it moved. You can see it moved.
I was gonna say, because I thought it
Can we
did.
hook this to one side and meet the other?
Yeah. There's no way this is gonna move.
That sucks.
It was moving.
I thought you were gonna be able to do it. Well, you would have if it wouldn't have broke.
I thought so too.
I think if you go,
Dang it.
like you were going, and if I go at like an angle,
You're gonna go that way?
I don't care.
If you're going that way,
I think you need to go straight because you have more power and it's like gonna do more.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm gonna contribute to this. I mean, like, what is the point of these holes if there's nothing here? Nothing.
Everything's just gonna keep breaking.
You did move. Yeah, we moved a pretty good amount. You see the back, and the back's any better. Kinetic Grove didn't do so hot.
Wow.
Kinetic Grove versus semi-truck didn't work out.
Back here.
So what would work?
A bigger one. Need like a huge one.
Dang, have them send you one.
I need like the strongest one. They probably make like 100,000 pound strength ones, but this is insane. I mean, that thing's fully loaded. This is real bad.
This is wild. Why are we just in there?
This is the problem.
This stuff is out.
We're a little dug in.
Ooh, that's worse than before.
I mean, the whole way to the back of the cab, it is getting deep.
Well, you know, I wonder if you can't take him out backwards. You'd have to make sure you know, he can turn the wheels the opposite way.
Well, you're right. Maybe the tractor should be over here.
Yeah.
T-Rex is doing four-wheel drive burnout, so it's kind of sweet.
I've been watching you for a while. I'm like,
We need my Silverado, and we need 2 shock ropes for both of us.
yeah.
We'd be out
You
of
all
here.
right, babe? Cool.
Yeah.
You get that guy in the tractor said, hey, why don't you give us a little extra
Anytime I ask people for help, they're like, we can't be liable, stuff
help?
can happen.
God. If I was coming around plowing that I'd have been right there on the backside, said, bye, see you later. You know, he's, because that right there, that thing right over there, $1,000 will move you that far. Yeah.
He only just now got him up here.
He just got that guy off of 81.
Yeah.
Dude, we must be dragged. I mean, because that tire don't spin.
You're down on the
unless
bumper
there's no
now.
power.
Yeah. Alright guys, well I had to show you this ditch. It's not gonna look like much on camera, but it is insanely deep. It's crazy.
80,000 pound semi.
80,000 pound truck, Ram TRX, pulling with everything it's got, and that ditch is far in there.
With what size motor?
Big
Per
ditch.
engine?
6.2 supercharged
6.2.
Hellcat.
Yeah.
Makes 700 horsepower.
Yeah, you did it.
I needed every horsepower it had
You were right here. If we'd have had one more truck,
to get it over that mountain.
that little pickup, you'd have done it. But then he got hung up right there on the end down there.
Oh, the
That last-
curb, yeah, the curb.
The curb.
So that was the last hurdle, was the curb.
Yep. And see, he stopped, and if he wouldn't have stopped, you'd have made it right here. He went right there. That's
Whew.
what the last hurdle was.
That's crazy. Wow, what a night. Yes, after what felt like a lifetime, I think it was about an hour, maybe a little more, but what felt like a lifetime and many broken ropes later, I got him out. And I can't believe I didn't break the truck, because at one point I looked down and I was doing 112 miles per hour in four-wheel drive, doing a four-wheel drive burnout. It was nuts, but I got him out. Bobby did help, although at the end there, when I actually pulled him out, Bobby was like up on a curb that we didn't see. So the conditions were not good at all. And he was on the curb there. So the TRX pulled that truck out, didn't brake, screaming the whole time, just beating the crap out of it. And she did awesome. You know, I've seen people say like, oh, ram this, ram that, but all of them that I've bought, all of mine have been amazing reliability wise. And I have put them through a lot in many different ways. But we got them out, and to be fair to the straps, Yank straps was one that we used, two of them were. They were not made for that at all. Those were like little kinetic ones made for like, you know, 15,000 pounds, I think, max. That was a 70,000 pound or more truck. He was fully loaded. So that was pretty wild. Now what I'm going to do is get the biggest one they have so that next time I am properly outfitted for a recovery of that size. But we broke tons of the 30,000 pound ropes like they were nothing. And that really shows you what the weight of that truck was, because we've done a lot of recoveries, you know, pulling with a 7,000 pound pickup truck with a running start, you know, like with the limo and other vehicles. And the ropes never broke, but that thing with barely a running start snapped it like it was dental floss. We might as well have hooked up dental floss to that truck, because the one was just a joke. The one that I bought at Tractor Supply was a joke. The Yank static line was a little better, but still broke. And then the kinetic one snapped once I got a little bit of a running start. But that old veteran trucker, by the way, was hilarious. He had something to say about everybody. Like every truck brand would roll by, like a shipping company, and he'd be like, well, that's why they're dumb. Look at that name, you know, on there. Just so funny. Those guys are so freaking funny. And we saved the driver a lot of money, I guess, because apparently to get that big wrecker to even come out, is like $1,000. And I believe that because I know for a normal car, it's like 150 to 200 bucks. So I'm sure it's a lot of money, and I'm sure it would have been a wait too, because there were so many stuck vehicles. So saved him some money and some time. He was throwing money at the driver, was throwing money at me, you know, and I was like, no, I don't want any money. I do it for fun. But he's throwing ones. I'm like, I felt like a stripper up there, but he was just throwing money and I didn't want it. But, you know, he threw the ones at me. They were all over the ground. He was very nice. Like, he didn't want to leave without paying. And I tried to explain, like, no, I do this for fun. So that was the day, really awesome. And I couldn't believe the TRX did that. One kind of sad thing, which I get it. The excuse, I guess, is they don't want the liability, which it's kind of sad. Like, that's where our world is now, because everyone is sue happy. And I understand that, you know, people do sue. But what did shock me is that, yes, I film it for my channel, so it's content. But even when I don't, like, I do this kind of stuff off camera too. Many times at the beach, I have pulled people out and didn't film it in wintertime, because eventually it gets repetitive, right? Like, I'm not gonna film every recovery I do. I do a ton of them in the winter, and I help people when I can. So even if it's not for the camera, like, I still do it to be helpful, you know, and it's not like it takes very long. And maybe I just enjoy doing it because I have a truck and I like to put them to work. But what is shocking to me and kind of sad is that there aren't many people doing it. And there are a lot of really nice people that will, but the amount of times I see people stuck and people driving by that could help, you know, able-bodied young, I don't expect old people to get out, but able-bodied young people never ask to help push, you know, never offer. Guys with trucks, you know, nobody, it's crazy to me that nobody stops, especially the truck guy, because I left him when the rope snapped. I had to leave and go get another one. I was gone for like half an hour, still there. Nobody besides that one older trucker, that veteran trucker, came up to help. Nobody offered to help. And that's kind of wild to me that, like, you know, I was doing stuff like that before I even had a channel. So it's not, you know, it's easy to say it now because I film it and that's my job, but like, I don't know, I would do it regardless. And not that I'm some freaking hero, I just felt like that's like what you do. I don't know, I'm rambling, but hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, give this upload a big thumbs up, take care, and have a great night.